Hello everybody and welcome to the Boxing Locker. As you know, I am Matt Goddard, former professional boxer, now boxing coach. And today in this video, I'm going to do a kind of reaction, prediction, sort of analysis, assessment of the big man, the juggernaut, Joe Joyce. Anyone who's been on my channel before, anyone who follows me on Instagram will know I'm a big Joe Joyce fan. I've been bigging Joe Joyce up since 8-9 fights ago, watching him beat guys and the way he beat them, watching him train with Ismail Salas, from back when he jumped in with Adam Booth for a little bit. I'm a big Joe Joyce fan, and I'm going to give you a few of the reasons once I've talked you through the Joseph Parker fight. Now I realise I'm a bit late coming with this, but I'm seeing a lot of footage coming out on Instagram, so people are obviously still interested. If you're interested, this is one to watch. Now, why is Joe Joyce so effective? Okay, most people just say, oh, it's because he's got a great chin. That's not true. He does have an exceptional chin, a really good chin, which obviously has value, particularly in the heavyweight division when you're getting hit by clubbers, sluggers, boxers, punchers of all sorts of varieties, shapes, sizes, and they are all big punchers. Even the guys that haven't got great knockout records can still hurt you at any point. When you're 20 stone and you're swinging hands, it's dangerous. Now, if it's not his chin, what is it? It's nuance, okay? If you watch Joe Joyce, what he does is control distance very well. What he does is control position very well. He actually changes his feet very simply, but in a manner that puts him slightly off the center line, that puts him slightly out of that sort of precise knockout range that exists in boxing, that anyone who's ever boxed will know. If you get yourself stuck in that sort of mid-range with the feet on the wrong position and the opponent gets off the center line, you're in trouble, okay? I think this is down to his work with Ismail Salas, who I am in fact an enormous fan of as a coach, trains so many great boxers and has trained lots of world champions and continues to train more, which basically tells you everything you need to know. His work with Joe Joyce is simple. You watch what they're doing on the pads, you watch what he has him doing when they're shadow boxing and doing line drills and drills in the ring. Simple drills for simple skills, nothing complex, but everything effective. This is the thing, okay? There's complexity and then there's quality. And lots of people now focus on the complexity and the complex drills in the expectation that will manifest when they box. Doesn't happen, okay? Or 99 times out of 100, it doesn't happen. You might get the odd highlight reel knockout where it does, but it's so rare. Simple drills for simple skills, simple drills, effective drills, drill them again and again and again, and they work, okay? So we're looking at drills like the jab, the cross, and then the hook straight over the top. He was landing that punch. The jab, the hook on the step, lands that hook, both against Joseph Parker. Now, Joseph Parker's no pushover, he's probably a little bit past his best, but he's got a great chin, he's got good footwork, and he has had in the past an effective jab. Joe Joyce took all of those things away from him and comfortably dominated him in what I think was a career best performance. Getting the stoppage was an ultra kind of bonus, a little boost that I think probably a lot of people didn't see coming in the boxing world. They probably thought he would overwhelm him rather than actually knock him down and do the damage. But anyway, yeah, so Joe Joyce. Simple, effective, strong, fit, okay? 4 things. If you have those 4 things, you're a hard man to beat in a boxing match, okay? His skill set is effective. It's not so complex, it's not so difficult, it's not so dramatic, and it's not full of flourishes, okay? He's got a good guard, he's got good head position when he jabs, he's got nice balance with his feet. He makes punches miss, but not by so much that he can't counter. He hasn't got exceptional hand speed, he's got good hand speed, effective hand speed, and he punches with power. Not so much power that he's going to put you to sleep with every punch, but enough power that you don't want to keep marching forward, trying to beat him up or get engaged in any sort of exchange with him, okay? That's effective. If somebody doesn't want to exchange with you and you've got a high work rate like Joe Joyce does, it's very difficult for the opponent, for the person who doesn't want to exchange, to outwork you, which means they then get desperate, start landing big punches. Joe Joyce just so happens to have a great chin, so when those big punches land and he rides it a little bit, there's absolutely no effect, okay? So as we saw with Joseph Parker, landing that right hand from hell, and what did Joe Joyce do? Didn't even react. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Didn't bother him in the slightest, okay? Where I also really like Joe Joyce is that he's a very humble, quietly spoken, not braggadocious, not filled with machismo. He's just a good bloke. He just seems like a really good guy. He carries himself well. He represents the sport well and himself well. And I think he's a good guy to have in the game in the heavyweight division right now. Now, talk of the future. He's obviously looking for the Anthony Joshua fight on December the 17th. I would love to see that happen. We'll go through what I think would happen there first. I think he is absolute hell for Joshua now. I think Joshua is probably slightly bigger single puncher and probably has the greater, definitely has the greater experience at the highest standard. But Joe Joyce has been around for a long time. They were trained like never before for that fight. And I think it would be a tough night's work. How I think it would play out, to be honest, I think Joe Joyce might break the back of him. I think Joshua lands a few punches, and I think Joyce would still be there. And I think Joyce would keep punching. And after Joshua lands, Joyce would keep punching. And I think that's the problem. He punches through your punches. He punches as you punch, and it's damaging and difficult to cope with. So I think Joyce would beat Joshua at this stage right now. Joshua coming off the back of the Usyk defeat. Fury. I'd love to see the Fury fight. I think Joyce has success against Fury early till Fury's timing gets better. I don't think Joyce would hurt Fury so much. I think Fury would get back on his toes and try and move and evade as he did against Otto Wallin. I think it would be a close points win for Fury. Deontay Wilder. Anybody saying that Joyce's chin is good enough to stand up to Deontay Wilder's right hand is an idiot. No one's chin is good enough to stand up to Deontay Wilder's right hand if he lands it enough times, if he lands it clean. However, I think Joyce would be winning on all the cards if he did get hit with that big right hand. And I'm not sure one of them is enough to end the game. Even if he drops Joyce, I think Joyce will get up quickly and recover. He's a very fit individual, which helps. So I think he probably comes out on top against Wilder, perhaps comes out on top against Wilder. Though with Wilder's work, with Malik Scott now, his control, his movement, everything does seem to be improving. And as we saw in the 3 Fury fights, his boxing ability improved in each. So I think perhaps it might be a different Wilder that we see against Helenius coming soon. So there we have it, guys. That's what I think of Joe Joyce. I'm a huge fan. And his work with Ismail Salas is brilliant. He's good for British boxing. He's another great name in the heavyweights. Outside of Wilder, we're pretty much dominating the heavyweight division at the moment, and I love that. So well done to the Brits. Anthony Joshua, I'm a huge fan of the way he's dealing with this Tyson Fury exchange. Tyson Fury himself, as a boxer, huge fan. Getting a little bit fed up, as I mentioned in a previous video, of all the talk. But from a boxing perspective, great to watch. So there we have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Find me on every other channel at The Boxing Locker. Have a great day. One love, people.